Okay, hi everyone. So my name is Lauren Urbonis, and I did start at noon, but my computer it didn't look like it was streaming, so I ended that stream. If it was working, that's great. If not, we're starting over. So, hi, my name is Lauren, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So if you have need of anything, don't hesitate to reach out, or if you have any questions, let me know. Just before we get into our project, I want to mention that if you're in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator, please message me by the 30th of this month because I can get you on my catalog mailing list and I can send you out the new annual catalog that will be starting in May. All right, but I need to know before the end of this month in order to add you to that mailing list because that's really the only affordable way for me to send you a catalog right now. So today we're making a very shiny project. We're going to play with some new paper. This is called the Naturally Gilded Designer Series paper, and it is one of the online exclusive products. So what Stamping Up has launched at the beginning of March is basically a collection of items on our websites. So if you go to my website at the bottom of the page, you can see it, laurenurbonis.stampinup.net, and you can click on the online exclusives banner. It will be right on the front of it. It's really bright pink. There are going to be products that Stamping Up adds over time, and they're products that are not showing up in any catalog, mainly for the purpose of reordering. So once those catalog items kind of run out or the catalog expires, you can't get them again. So Stamping Up is hoping with these online exclusives to kind of gauge the popularity of the items, and if there's something that's popular, like this paper and the dies and bundle that I'm also going to show you today, it sold out within like a few days. So they're just reordering it. It will come back in stock and you'll still be able to get it. Stamping Up also has been adding things like punches, two circle punches, a 2-inch and a 1 3/4 inch, that have been retired for so long, but I think there was so much positive feedback and so many people missed them that Stamping Up actually brought them back and added them to this site. So I don't have anything else concrete to tell you that yes, other items might be returning and showing up there, but that would be the place to go to find out if they are. There's going to be new items added between like new kits and then new products. So you can always keep checking in, and I will try to highlight some of my favorites from that selection too. But we're going to play with this shiny paper today, and I have a series of cards to show you. By that I mean I just used the 3 different colors, so the silver, the copper, and the gold, in a set of cards, so that by the end of this you'll be able to see all 3 of those papers in action. So here's my version with the copper. I decided to make the designer paper kind of the main feature of the card. And then all I've done is I very simply added the coordinating foil, and we're adding a little bit of embellishment with the flower. So we're going to talk about the flower in a little bit. And here's my gold version here. I know they're so shiny, they're blinding you on the screen. And I will do the silver one live. But here's the card, nice little belly band that we're going to do together in a bit, and then a very simple card that you can write on or stamp something on the inside. So the purpose of this set of cards is so that if you bought this set of paper, you actually could use all of it just by plugging in different combinations of your foils and your metallic embossing powders to kind of finish the deal. So if you want to follow along with me, I'll give you all the measurements. And of course, you can always come back later and do the projects at a different time too, okay? So there's our gold and our copper version. Let's do silver. So we're going to start with stuff on there, a basic black card base. And this is 5.5 by 11. Now you do need to do a couple little score marks so that we have those folds here. So the first one is at 3 3/8 and 7 5/8. Okay, so that's where you're doing your 2 scored lines. Doesn't matter which one goes over the other. On the inside of our card, we always like to write on something. So this is just basic white, 4 inches by 5 1/4. I do have all the measurements and the materials listed in the description on the video. So if you want to kind of click pause, if you're watching this later, or do this at another time, you don't have to be madly cutting while I'm talking, but try to give you enough time to do both. So there's my piece on the end. I loved this card so much. It was one of the cards I featured at my March monthly club. So if you attend those nights with me, we always make 3 cards. The night is $15 or free with a $35 order. You will be well versed in this card. We also did kind of a fun fold with the materials as an option too. But now we have 2 pieces here to cut. They're going to be the same size. So one of them is the solid foil, whatever color you want that either complements your designer paper or maybe it's completely different, but you'll need one of those and then one of the patterned pieces from that set. So these both have the same measurements. They're going to be 3 1/8 by 5 1/4. Now, this does look beautiful if all I wanted to do was just kind of attach this to the panel and then attach this to this panel. But we have some really beautiful new embossing folders. They come in a trio of 3, and my favorite by far has got to be this kind of like line featured one. And so, oops, sorry, I'm going to use this folder just to add a little bit of texture to my foil. I need my 3D plate because this is a very thick 3D embossing folder. So if you have the new one, it will be gray. Mine is old, so it's the purple one here. And then we're going to just put that in the middle and run this through our cut and emboss machine. So because we're using the thick plate and the embossing folder's thick, all you need is the one platform, number 1, and then I'm going to just roll it through on the floor so we don't have to move everything. And when it comes out, it will have a fun pattern that is now really, really beautiful to look at. And we're going to put adhesive on the back. I mentioned with my club that I do it every month. I also can mail out kits if you are in Canada. So I film a little video tutorial kind of like this, and you get sent that video tutorial and the materials you need for the projects. You'll always need your own sentiment stamp and stuff and ink because I can't do that for you, but you'll get all the materials kind of like these pieces, and you get to put all the projects together. So it's really fun if you're looking for something to participate in. Just let me know. Fortunately, I can't send them anywhere outside of Canada. I'm sorry. There we go. One panel. I put this one on the right-hand side just because I wanted it kind of tucked under. I only wanted to see this little section and to make this the focus, but you could reverse that too. There's no reason why you can't. It's completely up to you. I kind of like that these papers don't have a pattern on the back, because with all of our designer papers, I get so sad when I have to put adhesive over top of like another beautiful design. So this kind of makes me feel better, I guess, when I'm using it. This one's going on the front. Again, just giving yourself this teeny tiny little border all the way around. And there's the card. So you can do this same layout with any sort of paper that you have. Let's say you've got retired paper. You can go ahead and do the same layout with that paper just to use it up. It's a really easy way for you to kind of combine different different pages from your stash. So it could be like one pattern and then a different pattern. It doesn't have to always be foil. But let's say we want to do this belly band to keep this closed here. So here's my little belly band. It's black as well. So I have cut this at 1 inch wide by 11 inches long. And then you again need to do score marks. So your choice is, pardon me, to basically either take your strip of black paper where there's no score marks and just kind of bend it around your card and decide from there. But if you want something that you can actually measure and prepare, put a mark at 3 inches and put a mark at 7 3/8. That will give your belly band enough room, haven't attached anything yet, to slip over the top of your page. Card, but it's not attached. Okay, it will slip over the top of your page like that. Okay, so to attach the belly band together, we're going to just lay it out on our table and fold the left-hand side down. Now this edge of the left-hand side needs a little bit of adhesive because we want it to attach to this right-hand side and close up. Okay, so we want those connected. So let me just show you again. We've got this open. We're going to close the left-hand side, put a tiny bit of adhesive right on the edge of that piece. And then on the very end of the right-hand side here, we're also putting adhesive so that when we close these, those 2 points are touched and connected. Okay, so I'm going to take off my tape. I'm going to close this up. That. Okay. There's our belly band. Should slip a little easier over now that it's all connected. There we go. Yep. And sit right in the middle. So this is pretty, but then we always like to decorate, right? We want to give the belly band a feature. So this is another bundle that was released as an online exclusive. It's called the Irresistible Balloons, and I've been having just a lot of fun playing with it lately. It's got really gorgeous stamps, and look, the stamp for these leaves has like shadowing in it already, and this really pretty sentiment. So it's a really, really gorgeous stamp set. There are coordinating dies that, as you can see, this is empty because I've been still using them. But you can cut out leaves and you can cut out that flower if you wanted to. But what I did was I just grabbed myself a black circle using my Stylish Shapes dies. So you can see a little bit of the stitching kind of hiding there. These circles, this was, I believe, the 3rd largest in the series. And then all I did was I took my silver embossing powder and I stamped this flower. Heat embossed it. So then for my other ones, of course, I would have used copper and gold for those projects too, just so we're all matchy-matchy. This guy here can be swapped out though. Once you've gotten to this point, if you own any other flower set and you don't have Irresistible Blooms on hand, but you will likely order it in the future, maybe you own like Happiness Abounds. Something like one of these flowers would also fit. The leaves will, of course, look different. They don't have kind of the nice spacing for the veins, but they'll still be a nice solid leaf. You can still cut them out. Maybe you've got something else too. So don't stress. You don't have to own everything, but I'm just showing you the new products so that if you've grabbed it, you know what you can do with it. So to attach my little pendant here, I'm going to use dimensionals, but I like to attach them right on the belly band. So then that way my little decal isn't accidentally sticking to the front of the card, because then I couldn't move this belly band around. Oh, thanks, Kathy. And oh, hi, Janice. Thank you so much. Nice to see you both. Okay, this guy stuck right there. I didn't add a sentiment to this card because I figured it's just so universal. You could use it for a birthday, you could use it for an anniversary. I had quite a few of the ladies that are like, oh, we can do like platinum or a gold birthday, like an anniversary, just by adding different sentiments. Also, wedding would be great. And of course, you can use this just for a congratulations or anything. So I cut out 3 leaves. These are the 3 sizes of leaf that come in that Irresistible Bloom set. And all I'm going to do is tuck them kind of wherever I want in behind my little circle here. So the easiest way to do that is either grabbing a glue dot for the end, or you just put a dot of glue on the very end of your leaf. Okay, so this one, just tuck in and under, stick it down. The largest leaf, and this is kind of the curvy leaf. Throwing him in there too. The glue is nice because you can still move things after you've placed them. Number 2. Number 3. Sorry, your camera's focusing in and out every time I move. There we go. Number 3, tucked up at the top. And there is the very blinding and very beautiful trio of cards that you can make. They're so fun. I love them, and they're so pretty. I don't have a favorite. I'd asked that the other night. I'm like, I have no idea. They're all pretty. That's why I had all 3 of them made, and I made them choose what they wanted. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to click that like and subscribe button, then you'll make sure to get notifications when I go live next week. I do my videos every Tuesday at noon for you, barring any technical difficulties. And I look forward to sharing with you some new news next week. Okay, bye guys.